Josh Cannon. What those sharks? We're going to righty. Take them now. Man, okay, I'll play it. Vargas will sit you down. Louis Robert.
Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Seth Lugo. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell puts it away for the out. One down. And now it's Luis Robert, second in the American League in hitting. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Popped up. Pasquantino under it. That's out number two.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell on the move to the gap. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And starting this one, Noah Schultz. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA. But with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Just missed. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Jonathan India at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Under the Mendoza line so far this month.
Missed with a changeup, and it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Out to short. Howard. On to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Strike 1.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2 outs, bases empty. On the ground to third. Whips it to Gallo. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jay Howard. Lugo back to work. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive.
Oh my God! There
This
you
one
go.
is blasted to right.
There you go.
Forget it. Way back there and gone. His 18th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Blanco makes the grab, 1 away. Andrew Vaughn now 7th right now and runs batted in the American League. That one ripped. Weimer makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Josh Palacios steps to the plate for the White Sox.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground right side, India. Over to first, and that is the inning. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. It's now ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Right through there for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
I'm doing it to first. Oh my God, it's glitching again.
Some strange
Oh my God, I thought it
there.
to first. That was
1 gone runner at first. Joey Weimer, the next to hit. That misses. And that's ball 1. In there at the knees.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Blanco over at first with 1 away. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. The throw to third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And next up for the Royals, Nick Luck. Runner takes off. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The other way, makes the catch for the 2nd out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Royals strand a pair. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Joey Gallo. This one in the air center field. Isbell sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And Martinez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Perez hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Here's the second baseman, Colson Montgomery. Fly to center his first time. This to third. Whips it across. They don't come any quicker. 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That's a little bit low. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. This to third. Whips it to Gallo. And a quick out, number 1. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. That clips the corner.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
On the ground to third. Whips it to Gallo. Royals set down in order. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Luis Robert now. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a ground ball. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th. Runner in scoring position. No outs. And now Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Save! In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
And it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Blanco gets under it. He makes the grab. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Andrew Vaughn. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. Now a screamer into the outfield.
Go over here.
Blanco makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Josh Palacios getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. And there's a foul ball. Benintendi at third. Howard at first. 2 out of the inning.
Finish him.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. So it's 2 runs. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Bobby Witt Jr. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Schultz winds and deals.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have
no trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. So digging in, Dairon Blanco. Fouled off. He was late.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Runner on the go. Howard to second, but way too late. Safe there. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. That one way outside, and a count 2-1. And that one sliced foul. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. Eric Summerskill with the call. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Lofton in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
Oh, that's out.
First and second, 2 down. In there. And so now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. A little bit low. Witt at second. Wiemer on at first with 2 down. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate.
Bullshit! Oh my God, they cheat me!
And it's a
They cheat the shit out of me,
They
man.
trail by 1.
That was some bullshit. They cheat.
Pasquantino batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And that one pulled foul.
This game doing some bullshit.
2 outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Lugo back to work. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
On the ground. India over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And the batter now, Colson Montgomery. 0 for 2 in this one. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Hi, I just got home.
Lifted in the air
What's
down
up,
the
Mike?
left side. Makes
What's
a
going on
nice
with you, Mike?
grab and a full sprint. And there are 2 outs. So now the DH spot, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. And that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Hauls it in, one away. That one the other way, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. That's to third.
Vacuum on 3.
Whips it to Gallo, and a couple of quick outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan India. Cut on
Get
and
him on
miss.
the front.
Good change up right there. Going
Let
one.
that go slide.
Ball one.
The White Sox up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground right side.
Weak contact. Yeah.
He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3.
We got to focus.
Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Come on, Benintendi, get your 100 RBI. Get your 100 RBI on the season. So let's get RBI 100.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Let's get RBI 100.
That's hard hit on the line.
Oh, shit.
Hauls it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about
Hey, Mike,
the
this is my
process. You did
character right here. This
everything
me.
right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Stepping in,
on, Jay,
the
get to
slugging
another.
shortstop, Jay Howard. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was
Another
big
one,
for these
Jay.
guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And first offering is fouled off. Howard turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Damn, he
Broken
broke my
bat and
bat.
popped up. Garcia makes the grab.
That was a
2
4-seam
down.
fastball.
2 down, base
Come
is
on,
empty.
Rizzo, you
Here's
do,
Anthony
man.
Rizzo
You
now.
You do, Rizzo. You do.
On a line out towards center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So they go quiet. Bottom of the 6th inning. So up now for Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr. in there at the knees. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Go back to the back. Slider.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out.
Good.
Now here is Salvador Perez.
He gets some power.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Perez, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. Gallo hauls it in, 2 away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
On the corner for a strike.
Fastball.
Swing and miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base knock right
I
field.
thought that was strike 3.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Joey Weimer steps in for the Royals. Pitches in there. It's 0-1.
Well, with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Up the middle, Howard. Whips it to first. And the inning is.
Get some runs.
We go to the. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Taylor Clark.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And it looks like trouble.
That should be a double.
Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Chicago, Josh Palacios. And that one ripped to left.
That was some good
Makes the grab, one down.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall.
Come
Maybe
on,
next
Joey.
time he'll find a hole.
And now it's Joey Gallo. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. One out and a runner at second. Little chopper rolls foul. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
Really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Up the middle.
We'll take that. Damn.
On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. So one. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The designated hitter, Nick.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And that's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike.
No walk.
And that's down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fires across the diamond. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Just off the inside edge. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Out to short.
Done him.
Tosses to first. And that quickly 2 away. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Dunks one into left.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning.
Back here in King.
Let me get somebody in the check. Like
Kansas City. Now it's the second baseman, Colson Montgomery. Clark back to work. That's to third.
Yes.
Fair ball.
We'll take that. Lead off single.
And next is the designated hitter, Luis Robert Jr. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. Strike 1.
I tried to go right there.
On the ground, the short could be 2. The throw to second. Not
Safe.
time at
Beat
first.
it out.
It's a fielder's choice. Benintendi to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
God damn
Bounce
it.
to the right.
Wow.
Got him on the off-balance throw.
Wow.
And Benintendi is out. Jay
Jay.
Howard steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered in this game. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Yes, see if we can get
In the air,
hustle,
out
Jay,
towards
hustle,
left
hustle,
center.
hustle. There you go.
Howard grabs it on the run.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
The other way, down the line, and it's foul. In the air to left center. Martinez moves towards it. He hauls it in, 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Bobby Witt Jr. in the air center field. Benintendi ranging after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
2 or 3 more runs will be nice.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Carlos Estevez.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
Andrew Vaughn digs in now. 1 for 3. And that is out of play. Estevez, in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bullpen action for the Royals. Daniel Lynch appears to be getting loose. Right, the right-hander also getting loose. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Palacios.
Keep the weight back.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swung on, looped into center. Oh, he gloves it.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swinging a foul straight back.
What is wrong with
1-run game here in the top of the ninth.
Nothing with it.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
You get guaranteed out of every at bat.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, digging in, Salvador Perez.
Damn.
Center should be extra bases. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double, as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right.
Cleveland's at first.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Noah Schultz won't go any further. Mike Clevenger taking over on the mound, ready to make his season debut, and it comes in a high leverage spot. Yeah, that's fouled off. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. So the tying run at second. That one not close. And it's 2-2.
You know, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Throw the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a full count. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Yes.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side.
Yeah.
Squeezes it. 2 away now. So they're down to their final out. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. First pitch misses. Bottom of the ninth. Down a run and tying run on second base.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Out to short. Howard.
Game over.
Throw to first. Ball game. And the White Sox make it 6 straight victories.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere in a
White Sox 35 at bats, 8 hits, 3 RBIs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. 1 home run. It's 2 pitches for the wins. The Royals 33 at bats, 7 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 walk, 4 saves, 3 pitches. Hey, and I got Atlanta next.